Good evening, Miss. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. My name is Areesa Batrisya, and this is my partner, Jazmina Kamilia.
Today, we will be interviewing you on the topic cultural and language differences between East Malaysia and Peninsular Malaysia. The objective of this interview is to explore how cultural background and language from East Malaysia, particularly Sabah, influence communication style, intercultural interactions, and adaptation in Malaysia's multicultural society.
So, before we begin, could you please introduce yourself briefly and tell us about your background?
Okay, my name is Charlene Cheryl Zavala, and my background, I'm more of a, if you're talking about the race that I'm a mixed background. My father is half Filipino, and my mother is of Banjar and Eurasian. But I was born here, and my mother was born here as well.
I see that that is a very interesting background, I must say, because we're just Malay. Okay.
I think that's the beauty of it here in Sabah. We have all kinds of, not just the indigenous, but then we come from all, around the globe, mostly from the Philippines, we're from Indonesia, Borneo mostly. Yeah.
Thank you. With your permission, we would like to proceed with the interview.
Sure.
So, for the first question, can you describe some cultural values or traditions that are important in your community in Sabah?
In general, I think there's not much difference. I mean, although I do not come from an indigenous tribe here, but I'm pretty sure there are similarities where when it comes to celebration or daily life, we do have this I think it's similar to the peninsula as well, where we have respect for the elders, or we do have this I think the common term is gotong royong.
Yes, gotong royong.
Yeah, gotong royong is very, very famous when there's how do you say, whether there's big celebration like weddings or probably the season, festive season. Sorry, yeah.
How are these cultural values or traditions practiced in daily life or during special occasions?
We carry it every day, actually. I mean, just passing by a neighbor, you say good morning. It could be an elder or a younger generation. We teach the younger generation what we learn in our upbringing. So it's passed down from one generation to another.
I see. I guess it's pretty much the same with us.
Yes, that's why I say it's not much differences.
How would you describe the communication style of people from Sabah?
I would say we are more relaxed, more straightforward. We do have our own slang, but it depends on the region here. The West Coast, we have different, I wouldn't say accent, probably dialect. It's different than the dialect in the East Coast. But not just the dialect, but then the meaning of the word also may differ. I am from Sandakan, so I moved to KK, Kota Kinabalu. So when I first moved here, when they speak Malay here, they address themselves in a conversation as saya. It sounds more polite. Whereas where I come from, Sandakan, we would say aku. So they could tell the difference that you are not from KK, because we sound rough, we sound more crude.
So, can you give an example of a situation that reflect this communication style?
Well, I have adapted throughout my 20 over years here. So, but I would still revert back to my communication style when I go back to Sandakan. It's actually quite versatile around here. No matter, I think, what dialect you bring, or wherever you travel to around the state, it's understandable. And then we have this one term where everyone uses it, the ba. Ba is it can mean okay. it can mean fine, as it carries a different tone. It depends on how you say it. So, like a friend is asking you out for probably an outing or what. So you can answer in short, ba. But when you say ba with a lower tone, it's like, okay, let's go. Or if someone like makes you mad, does not agree to your statement or something, but you answer it with ba, a longer ba. It has a different tone to every answer. Every ba you say brings a different meaning depending on the situation actually. Yeah, and this is used around Sabah actually. Doesn't matter whether you're from Sandakan or from Kota Kinabalu. We always have this ba.
So is it kind of similar to like the usage of lah?
La, yeah, we do use la also, but okay lah, yeah lah, yeah. Yeah, I think ba is only here, B-A-H, yeah. It's from Sabah, I think, the word Sabah.
That actually makes sense. For the next question, have you experienced any communication difference when interacting with people from Peninsular Malaysia?
I think in general conversation or formal conversations, I don't, but and maybe in a more social kind, I may have, because the slang, the accent, and then not everyone is from KL, right? So you all have different dialects from different states as well. So I think certain words, what we say here would carry different meaning in Peninsula. For example, if you want ice water, here we would say air sejuk, but I believe in Semenanjung is ais kosong. Is it?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of shocking actually, because the bahasa Melayu is air sejuk. Yeah, language can be very funny.
How did you adjust or respond to these communication differences?
I'm the person who does not mind to learn new language or how another culture speaks. It's interesting actually, but it can be weird. Yes, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's just that it's shock.
Some dialects also for us, Kedahan, we don't really understand. So like when we learn this, we also kind of shocked.
There's a state in Semenanjung, is it Negeri Sembilan, where the A they pronounce as O, right?
Right. Okay, I will now proceed with the next question. The last question, actually. In your experience, how does language or dialect influence communication between people from different cultural backgrounds?
I think it's in human nature to learn to adapt. We don't say no directly, but instead, this is from what I've personally experienced. I may not understand that person, but I learn from them. I ask them. So I get to know their language, their dialect. I show interest. So the same thing happens to me. When someone doesn't understand what I'm saying, I explain to them. Explain to them in a language that we all understand.
Do you think these language differences ever cause misunderstandings? Why or why not?
Between us Malaysians, it may have caused understanding, but I don't think in a bad way, more to humorous way. Most of the people would comment, from Semenanjung, I've seen on social medias where they say that, oh, my Sabahan friend said this. I didn't know the meaning. I thought it was funny. It actually brings to a fun experience, nothing bad.
Okay, so that's all for our session. Thank you very much for sharing your experience and insight with us.
No problem.
Your responses have helped us better understand the cultural and language differences between Sabah and Peninsular Malaysia.
Well, you girls should come down here to experience it better, so you have first-hand experience. When people tell you about Sabahans, we are friendly, yes, but we can be rough sometimes when we speak, but we don't mean to be rude. It's just us being straightforward.
That concludes our interview. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay.